What up? It's your boy Tokyo George, aka Tokyo, one half of your duo.
I have Surge.
With a center.
Maniacs.
Before we start, I know Surge has some blue glasses. He's in the process of, actually, no, he just forgot his glasses.
No, I can't find them, so that's something I might have to buy later.
Okay, yeah, so yeah, he's gonna have, if he doesn't find them, he's gonna have to get new ones. But for now, he's using my shades, the better ones.
Actually, they could better. Okay, so we're here to review Superman 2025.
Amen.
We saw it Friday. There's no preview, but someone came late.
Okay, we still saw the whole movie. Like, it's previews. Like, besides, we see most of these previews online anyways. Who cares? Whatever. But yeah, no, we finally saw, one of the most anticipated movies of 2025. It's finally here, and has been getting great word of mouth.
Yeah, okay. How are we gonna do this? We're gonna talk a few minutes in non-spoiler territory. Then we're going right into spoiler territory.
Yes.
We will not give you the play of everything.
And as you know, even though things get good word of mouth or bad word of mouth, we got to give you our take. You know what I'm saying?
How we think. I have a lot of positives about the movie, but there's a few things I didn't like, but we'll talk more. So far, the movie, in my opinion, very, very well. Very good. As you can see, I have a ton of Superman merch I have.
It's safe to say that the DC universe
is off to a good start.
Yes, it's reborn. It was in the ashes, and then it rose from the grave. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, things though, unfortunately, this movie has to succeed. It has got to make around $1 billion, along with merchandise. Or else Warner Bros. Go on there.
I fade right now, it's at 217.
It's making money back this weekend, basically.
Yeah, and a lot of those people are gonna watch it again. We're definitely gonna try to see. We're gonna try to see if we're gonna watch it again
before Fantastic Four.
Before Fantastic Four, of course. So let's get right into it. So first off, we're gonna talk about the man himself, Big Blue. Yes,
played by David
Cornsweet.
That one, yeah.
David Cornsweet shines in this role. You know what I'm saying?
He plays that role that Superman's biggest strength. He cares.
Yes, he cares. You know what I'm saying? He's hopeful. He smiles. He makes jokes. Some of it is corny. Like, this is what the Superman that we've been missing. We've been getting all these like evil or mopey versions of Superman, and the world is just too dark and blue for all that.
Yeah, we got that. But now, it brings you hope in there, saying he makes you want to be better.
His performance reminded me of the Christopher Reeves version, and to me, that is the best Superman movie to this day. You know what I'm saying? Now, this movie, where it ranks, actually, no, I'll probably say that towards the end. But I will say that, while this movie is not perfect, like Serge said, there's a lot of things that will make you smile. And the biggest thing for me was that, again, it reminded me of the 1978. And that movie is what, over 50 years old now?
Almost, yeah.
I think it is 50 years old.
78 was 42 years ago. No, 43 years ago, man. 47 years ago.
Okay,
so it's going 50 anniversary.
Almost 50. But I will say that that movie still holds up, and this movie clearly comes from that lineage right there. So
also it pays homage to a lot of unknown characters,
this movie would most definitely respects its source material.
But it has its own characters too, Here's a non-spoiler. The kaiju thing. Original character.
Yeah,
that's not for the comics.
No, I figured because
James Gunn made that himself. Yeah,
I mean we're comic book kids, so I figured I've never seen that creature ever mentioned before like that. So, but this movie still respects its source material with and when we get into spoil, we'll definitely go into that.
With you, all side characters, they all had their moments.
Yes,
again, Superman, Lois Lane, and actually they're all the main characters. But everyone else around them, Jimmy Olsen, Guy Gardner, Hawkgirl, Miss Terrific, they all had their moments. They all had They were good. Each had respect.
Speaking of Mr. Terrific.
Sure, yeah.
I had
that's good. Again.
That's right. Mr. Terrific is a character that he's usually like a C-list type of hero. But this movie,
popularity, yeah.
He has been in like animated series, but hopefully this movie brings even more of his even makes him more popular because he's a really cool character. The dude's a genius. You know what I'm saying? He's basically Batman and everything like that. And he's basically like Batman.
Yeah, he's a lot smarter though.
Yeah, he's Batman, but a lot smarter. Exactly.
The third smartest man on planet.
Exactly.
Oh, person actually. Okay, so again, before we go to the spoiler territory, I want to say this.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Okay, Crypto was fun, honestly. You know,
a lot of Krypton merch will be sold.
As you can tell, right here, right now, this one right here, and this bullseye.
First of all,
Superman with
the easiest way to pull at America's heartstring is to put a cute dog, and Krypto does it in spades. Very violent too, but he's still adorable.
Not his fault, honestly. He's not well trained. We'll get to that later too.
Yeah, but and also Lois Lane. Oh, damn, I forget who the actress is. She was great. She was great. She had great chemistry.
Rachel Morse Nanhan.
You know, surgeon is butchering of names. Rachel Brosnahan. Jesus. Brosnat. I can't even pronounce her last name. That's all right. Anyway, Rachel, you did well. You know what I'm saying?
The Lois Lane, she don't need no man.
No,
she's a firecracker on her own. No, but, you gotta expect that.
But here's the thing though, they didn't try to play it up to make it seem like, oh man, she's just like, oh, she's super tough as nails and she just gotta just like compensate, you know, for everything. Like no, like she played it how Lois Lane, how she is in the comic books, where she's just really inquisitive. You know what I'm saying? She always she's dating a guy that literally trusts a lot of people, where she is a person that is very skeptical. You know what I'm saying? And they literally show that dynamic, and it's very heartwarming and funny to see. You know? And so her performance was great. Also, I can't forget about the man, the myth, the legend, Lex Luthor. Well, Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor.
Fun fact: he was paid $2 million. David and Rachel were paid like $500,000.
Well, yeah, because Nicholas Hoult is a more bigger actor. You know what I'm saying? But either way, he killed it. To me, he's the second best Lex Luthor. Also, you know what I'm saying?
Nicholas Hoult and actor Mr. Terrific. This is not the first time they were together in a superhero movie.
No. He played Darwin in X-Men First
Wasted Potential.
What's his name? The guy who plays Mr. Terrific, Eddie Gathegi. You know what I'm saying? He played Darwin, and then of course Nicholas Hoult. Y'all know him as Beast. Yeah. And of course you saw him in Nosferatu as the was it Harker, Jonathan Harker?
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
I wish I didn't see that movie.
Well, you know what I'm saying? It's not a movie for everybody.
Yeah.
But no, he was amazing. He was funny.
It really shows like the brutality, the intelligence, and the pettiness of Lex Luthor.
Oh, when we talk about generational hating, Lex Luthor is at the top of the top 5 biggest haters. Lex Luthor. Okay. Matter of fact, his hating is something, because there's people in my life that I hate right now. I need to get on his level. I don't think I've hate quite like he's hate. You know what I mean? The man was literally tearing when things didn't go his way.
Whoa. Let's spoiler right there.
That ain't spoilers. Everybody knows that Lex Luthor is going to lose, and you see it in the trailer too. But I'm gonna just say, Lex Luthor, his level of hating. Oh Lord.
Okay, I've heard it though. Let's start. Want to go? Right now in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! There we go.
Well,
so I called it that where we got a bunch of I called it about Supergirl right there.
Yes. Well, before we get to that, right? So let's just say that, like,
and I said, Ultraman was a clone. We all saw that coming. Come on.
Yeah, no, but okay. I'll say this, right? This movie is it respects its source material, so there's a lot of references.
But it's not afraid to do its own thing, too.
Yeah, it's definitely not afraid to do its own thing.
Yeah, the first few minutes we saw Superman lose a fight.
I mean, we see Superman get defeated and stuff.
No, not in the first few minutes.
I mean, yeah, okay, but here's the thing, though, right? Well, yes, I will say that definitely further helped his humanity in the film and whatnot. You know, made him more relatable. But also, you know, they did say that this was you know, he's only been Superman for 3 years.
Yeah, he's not new, but he's still you know, relatively new.
Right, and then what I love, right, is that, like, you know, they respect the source material and everything like that. You know, they show Superman hopeful, and, you know, they obviously show what he stands for, but they do new things, like his parents on Krypton, you know?
I mean, that is not new. They don't allow him in the New Adventures of Superman with, you know.
Well, I mean, okay, but that's not like, okay, but it's not a concept that's been really, like, shown in other media. It's a relatively new concept. So, basically, the Kryptonians are Saiyans or Viltrumites. You know what I'm saying?
Not even that. They're like, I want to say more survivalists, because they know he's gonna be the last son. Okay, Zor-El, played by Bradley Cooper. That was a nice surprise.
You
honestly.
mean Jor-El?
God damn, what's wrong with me? Jor-El, played by Bradley Cooper. That was a nice surprise, honestly.
I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't really feeling Bradley Cooper as Jor-El.
He was there for like he had
that accent he was doing. Like I have no problem with the alien accent, because I thought the woman who played his mom, Superman's mom. Alien mom, She did a great job. Bradley Cooper speaking Kryptonian, that was cringy to me. I'm sorry. I love you, Bradley. You're a great actor, but Kryptonian language is not your strong suit. Sorry.
Yeah, again, so he had to basically take over the world, have a harem of wives. That's not Superman, and that's the point of the movie. He could have done that, but he chose not to do it.
But that's the point of Superman. They really, when I say respect his source material, again, they really hone in on the theme of, Superman always has a choice to do that. Like, he has all this power. He could choose to rule the world if he wants to. And besides, with what's going on, I wouldn't blame Superman for crashing out, but the man chooses to do right, you know what I'm saying? Because here's the thing. It shows that, yes, he was raised by great parents on Earth, Mom, Pa, Ken, who, by the way, you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't die.
Oh, they're actors. Bravo.
Yeah, they were great. And Pa doesn't die and everything like that. He's still here. But the thing is, they show, because they always say that if you come from a good environment, you're bound to do good. But that's not necessarily the case. There's a lot of people that grow up from well-to-do places that end up being bad. So they really hone in the choice that, I grew up, people tell me to do it, but Superman, him just being exposed to the world, it's very easy for him to just go bad and be like, you know what? F this, because you guys are not worth fighting for,
Yeah, again, this is one too. Superman, he's not doing good things, saying people for anything. He's not doing it for publicity. He's not doing it for praise. He's doing it because he has a savior complex. He wants to do good.
No, I wouldn't. I would refrain from using the word complex because that makes it sound like he's egotistical.
No, he wants to help them. That's where he can.
Yeah, no, because he, and they have this very. Yeah, there's a very passionate debate between him and Lois Lane where he basically, like, Superman.
He makes mistakes that way.
So Superman, like, he goes
to a foreign country.
Yeah, to a foreign country unauthorized
and stops a war.
He stops the war, and obviously, to the average fan, it's like, oh yeah, Superman doing his regular stuff.
As an adult, you don't do that.
Well, no, just in the real world sense of things, you just can't go in and you just can't go into a country and stop war because that can have big geopolitical ramifications.
Oh yeah, and things you basically have like Superman as a nuke for you, basically.
Yeah. So they have that back and forth, and I'm not gonna lie, Lois did have some very good points.
Yeah, and
she was challenging him on that. Like you can't just like as the average American or really just the average person would question, like, damn, like you just can just do whatever you want without no consequences.
And no one can really stop you.
And no, exactly. No one could really stop you, and you could just do it without no consequences. And that is a very frightening thing, which is why...
Yeah, because not every person is Superman. That's why it makes him a great character.
And think about it. You're someone from a different planet, so it's like, what are your intentions? Which is why it makes sense, like, Lex Luthor, like, his fear is actually rational. Now, how he goes about it is totally different.
Yeah, there's a fear mixed in with, like, arrogance. He should be top of the food chain of humans, not... It's amazing.
And I love that dialogue that Lex Luthor has when he basically talks about, like, all the important people in history, and he calls them nitwits. Like,
compared to him.
Yeah, compared to him, like, that literally that a whole dialogue, if you weren't convinced in anything else, that literally shows you just how much of an ego this man has.
It's the pettiness, it's the ruthlessness. He killed that one guy who gave Superman food one time.
Yes. Bro, they're not afraid to kill people here.
Oh, no,
you know what I'm saying? Like, Lex Luthor does not bluff. When he says something, when he wants something done, he needs to get it done, And I loved how, again, Lex Luthor, like I said in the non-spoiler, he's a perfect mix of ruthlessness, but he's also funny too. But it's not played up for, like, goofiness, but it's just like, the dude is so arrogant that at times the little petty stuff that he does, you can't help but laugh.
You know what it is though? Superman is the best of humanity, while Lex is the worst of it.
Yeah,
all the power, all that intelligence, wasted.
Lex, right? Which is kind of crazy because the dude has achieved a lot, but he's literally going to spend half of his life trying to take down Superman.
He made an army of angry monkeys to spread hate online.
Which I thought which I thought was a really clever.
That is classic comic book.
Yeah, because
craziness, and I love it.
Yeah, because I mean this movie is basically an allegory once again for today. You have immigration. With what's going on right now, and Superman is basically the poster boy for that. And you have Lex Luthor being Trump. You know what I'm saying? And also you have the internet monkeys. literally being monkeys in the movie and whatnot. And I thought that those were very clever ways to reflect what's going on in the real world. You know?
Yeah. So again, Luthor he got the real video saying what he was supposed to Superman was supposed to do, which he didn't do. Alan. He kept being good. He got the whole world to turn against Superman. Also, and trapped him in the pocket dimension.
Also, right.
Okay, every time he used that pocket dimension, he risks tearing the fabric of reality apart. Every time he used it.
But Lex Luthor, he's so ambitious that he doesn't care about the ramifications.
No, he's not.
Actually, you know what? The thing is, he knew about the ramifications. He just didn't care.
Exactly.
But here's the thing, though. Another thing. Guy Gardner, Nathan Fillion. You know what I'm saying?
My favorite character of all of them, not including Superman.
People were afraid that, oh man, these guys are going to take over Superman's film. No, they were used sparingly in the film.
No, they were used just enough, in my opinion.
That's what sparingly means.
Okay, enough. Because they are of the cloth.
Yes. Well, shit. You say they're the cloth. I mean, yes, they're heroes or whatever like that, but they are not Superman. They definitely remind you that we will get our hands dirty if we want, if we need to.
Look at Hawkeye. She literally dropped a dictator.
Yeah, she dropped him. The dude literally said, "Man, you're supposed to be good like Superman." She's like, "I'm not Superman," and I'm like, "Yeah." At that point, I'm like, "Yeah, he's dead."
Yeah. Here's the thing about Guy Gardner. He's an asshole. He's supposed to be an asshole, right?
Nathan Fillion absolutely crushes it.
He is what Ryan Reynolds is to Deadpool.
Yes.
Perfect casting to make you love him.
And I love the little details that they have because they actually made his nose like big, just like
prosthetic.
But as I'm saying, like Guy Gardner has like a big nose, and they kind of did that. I'm saying, but that's the attention to detail that I love. That James Gunn once again respecting the source material, and you gotta have the bowl haircut, which they did.
Oh, I think he did it perfectly.
Oh my god!
Oh no, that's the weight though. Apparently.
Obviously, you've seen real Nathan. He doesn't support that horrible haircut.
Nah,
that haircut should be a crime. That was a super villain in the movie.
Yeah.
Okay, but they.
No, here's it though. Nathan actually, when he was talking to James Gunn, he was pro bowl cuts.
Yeah, no, because things like that makes me so happy because it's just like they're really respecting the source material. They made sure, and to be honest, Guy Gardner's nose isn't that big, but the fact that they even just wanted to
touch it up,
just to make sure they really were showing you, hey, yo, we really care about our characters. I gotta give major props to that.
Wait, is Guy Gardner third or fourth Green Lantern? I always forget. It's Hal Jordan, John Stewart.
I think it's the third.
And Kyle Rittenhouse is the fourth one, right?
No,
Rainer, oh my god, no, not Kyle Rittenhouse.
Rainer. Kyle Rainer's the fourth one.
Jesus
Christ.
Guy
Gardner's the third one.
Oh my god.
Guy Gardner's the third one.
Yeah.
No, so that was great. Another thing that I also liked was the Daily Planet, especially Jimmy Olsen.
Riz King.
Jimmy the Riz Olsen. I don't know how he does it, but he does it.
No one knows how he does it. He doesn't know how he does it.
Hell, one of Lex Luthor's
girlfriends?
Yeah, girlfriend. Well, not girlfriend. Why do you say girlfriend? Yeah, one of his girlfriends.
She's on Lex Luthor with Jimmy.
Yeah.
And that's how he gets evidence saying he was behind all this and helps free Superman later.
Jimmy's Riz is so powerful that he got Lex Luthor's girlfriend to turn on Lex Luthor. He's the man. I love that.
Actor, who's the actor?
I don't know who the actor is, but he was great. Now I've heard people say that I wish they showed more of the Daily Planet, and that's true. I do wish
Skylar Gisondo. Jesus Christ.
Skylar Gisondo. Okay, Skylar Gisondo.
I've known him. He's done other work too. So
yeah, I've seen him. His face is familiar, but he killed as Jimmy Olsen. Perfect casting. I heard people say that they wanted to show more of the Daily Planet. Now, here's the thing.
They showed just enough, so you want more. You know what I mean?
I think that, we could have seen them in the office setting more, but they did show them enough. Like, they did show them doing a lot of heroic things. I do wish Perry White... I do wish we got to see Perry White more. Because the dude that played him, he was great.
Oh, actually, no. I think he's in Parks and Rec. He was like the newscaster guy.
Yeah. No. He was great. And I wish...
Pierce, yeah.
Yeah, so I wish we saw more of him. And...
but we see more of, like, unknown Daily Planet workers. Again, like Perry White.
Yeah, and that's the thing, like, because the ones who did the unknown workers or whatever, the screen time that they had, they were funny. There was one actor, I forget his name. He had the beard. I've seen him before. What's his name?
Was it Steve?
Yeah, Beck Bennett.
Yeah.
He was funny as hell. For the little time that he had, he was funny as hell.
He's like the office bully to everyone else.
All right.
But, Sean Bully Superman doesn't work out for him.
All right, so we're going to wrap this up in a few, but just one...
Favorite scene, and what are your critiques of it?
Okay, so my favorite scene... Damn, there's so many good ones.
Right?
It would have to be when he was going to save Metamorpho's son,
Baby Joey.
Yeah. Now I go like the CGI for Baby Joey is a little questionable.
A little bit, yeah.
And also there was another scene where he was flying back to the fortress. That looked a little shaky, the fly cam and everything like that.
I feel they're trying to redo Christopher Reeve's kind of flying, scenes.
I didn't catch that.
They were trying to, but it worked and it didn't. CGI again. CGI is always
no. Granted, most of it is colorful and great. It's just certain parts did look a little, and I get it. Baby Joey, he's an alien. I heard that argument.
He's a kill mutant.
Yeah, well, he's a mutant, whatever. Yeah, so I. If
Metamorpho can pull it, then you guys have no excuse.
But that's what I'm saying. Oh yeah, of course. So his girl is into some freaky shit. Girl, we see you. But anyway, so the thing for Baby Joey did look a bit off putting, but you know what I'm saying. The movie's so colorful and it moves fast that it's not really a problem. By the way, Metamorpho, great design, great design.
It really shows just like how. He's just a random sort of element now.
Yeah, but they showed just how powerful he was. Like this dude is a powerhouse.
He's only limited by his intelligence, but he's a smart guy. He can make a sun in his hand.
Oh my god,
he can make kryptonite out of his hand.
And they kind of made him a tragic character in the beginning, where it's just like he didn't really want to hurt Superman, but he had to because that's family.
Lex Luthor, being the asshole he is, was holding his son hostage. Baby Joey.
I mean, wouldn't you if your family was? Hostage,
you do what you could.
Yeah, you do what you could and everything. And I love the whole him saving Baby Joey and then seeing Metamorpho's powers. Like the whole scene was great.
Yeah, exactly.
What about you?
I have two favorite scenes. One, Superman versus the Kaiju.
Oh yeah, that was great. I thought the animation looked weird at first.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah,
there were some scenes that are definitely
in the trailer. I thought it looked weird, but in the movie, it didn't look that bad.
No, see,
it wasn't horrible.
There's a scene when you see the back of the Kaiju moving around a bit. That CGI was still lovely. But I still love that scene though. Him fighting.
Yeah, no.
Superman fighting a giant monster. That's classic.
Yeah, no, that's classic. And like I said, like in the trailer, it looked kind of off-putting, but in the movie, it didn't look that off-putting to me. I was like, okay.
And then he's helped by the Justice Gang.
I think what it helped was the fact that it was filmed in a bright setting. So, because I felt like if he was fighting that monster in the nighttime, it would look a lot goofier. You know what I'm saying? Because again, colors in the background really do help. And that was my favorite scene. But other scenes that I thought were pretty cool was when he versed Ultraman, the engineer, who, by the way, another comic book reference. If you guys ever read The Authority, for my nerds out there, no, I've never read The Authority, but I know who they are. Yeah, she's from there and everything like that. And it's kind of ambiguous as to what her fate is and whatnot.
Okay, that's a good movie. You know there's no more, so you're going to watch the next one too.
Yeah, so it's kind of ambiguous to what her fate is, but she has some really cool scenes with Superman. And another really cool scene that I liked was, I mean, come on, man. We're about to see her film next year.
The Supergirl. I call it. That Crypto was not Superman's dog. She was Supergirl's dog.
Yeah, he called it. And I was like,
matter of
fact, when they said it, I'm like, damn, Serge was right. Mm-hmm. You know? And also, I love how like they made her drunk, and I'm like, oh man, you know, like this is that's
she's a party girl. That's a new one for.
I like that. That's a bold new take, and the theory is that like she's drinking because of what happened to her planet and whatnot.
And I think it works in some. Yeah, she's usually older than Superman, so she saw what happened firsthand.
No, Supergirl's gearing up to be a really really cool layered character.
Yeah,
and I like the introduction that they did. But in all in all, What's your rating for this movie?
No, I want to see my second favorite scene.
Oh,
again, Justice Gang helping the war, and then just like tearing again.
Guy Gardner has a hilarious but awesome scene where he just basically
waves off the tank with a structure of a hand and the middle finger.
When I just love the way like how he like I first of all I just love scenes where you have like really powerful characters just literally just casually flipping flipping the bad guys over like they're nothing, and he did that. So I'm like, yo, that was a great use of his animation. Also, when he fought that tentacle monster and he's using the big bat and shit.
Oh my god, yeah. Look, I thought it was gonna be a huge like intergalactic thing. Yeah. It was just a background.
Yeah, it was just a background thing. But that scene was hilarious. Like, God, I swear to God, Nathan Fillion, like Lex Luthor was my favorite in that movie, and then Guy Gardner was definitely a second for me. And of course, David Cornsweet as your boy Big Blue. You know what I'm saying? So, what rating would you give it?
Okay, hold on. Right now, I would give it premium.
Premium, yep, I agree.
It is great. It's a fun time. There are some things, but we just know This is gonna be so much better later on.
This has to be seen in theaters, yo. This has to be seen in theaters.
I hope we see more of everyone else. I hope we see more of the Dave Plan crew. I hope we see more of the Justice Gang grow up. Don't forget, Mary Muffo is not part of the Justice Gang because Nathan Fillion just reacting to someone liking his name, just classic, you know.
Oh yeah, Metamorpho saying I like that name, and then Nathan Fillion doing classic Nathan Fillion shit,
Saying,
man.
You're in the group now.
Like that's like seeing humor like that, like it's just like that. That's classic Nathan Fillion and really classic James Gunn. You
Plus, it shows off a few more things that come out. Supergirl, the ramifications of basically 3 individuals stopping a whole war. You can't just do that.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Man. No, and now metahumans are in charge now.
Yeah, no, and you could tell James Gunn, he really likes working with certain actors like Nathan Fillion, his brother Sean Gunn, who has a very small scene as Maxwell Lord, but yeah, he made a.
He's Maxwell Lord. He also played Guardians 3.
Yeah. So he has certain people that he uses in his films,
and that's something that's going to come too.
And they always steal the scene.
Here's another too I know it's going to come later. Corporations. Basically controlling superhero teams. I
feel like they're gonna explore that in the Peacemaker TV series. Yeah. Who, by the way,
oh my God, the John
makes
Cena
a great cameo. Yes, he does.
God, that was.
I mean, it's John Cena. Come on.
Oh my. Okay, he clearly didn't film that for Superman. He filmed that for his own season 2.
That's great promotion right there.
Mm-hmm.
Great promotion. All right. Well,
without further ado, wait. I want to show them the rest of my Funkos right here. So far, it's just a soda.
I said that Serge wasn't going to beat me in the merch department, but he beat me.
The 2 dogs right here, classics. And this is honestly a classic. Clark Kent turning into Superman. Okay?
By all this merch, you would think that he has a Superman bed.
Him turning again. The fedora hat's always a classic in my opinion. You know, they gotta keep that around more often.
You know, I thought that since this movie was like such a homage to 1978, I thought he might actually wear the fedora hat.
Me another time.
Like I would love to see that.
And of course, the pop of the current Superman looking flying out there. There you go. See, that's what I'm talking. This is Superman. I hope this is the first of many DC movies we're going to see that are just fun, great, and just overall good storytelling. And always remember what Superman was trying to teach us. It's not political. It's not alternative. There's nothing woke about just being good to a fellow person. Just be a good person in general.
That's right.
That's all I'm going to tell you. Anything else? Be kind to your fellow man. Fellow human.
Just be hopeful, man. The world is too full of negativity right now.
Yeah.
All right, man. So, without further ado,
see y'all next time. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It really helps with the channel.
And we out.